Hello everybody, my name is Sirhcus and welcome back to another episode of the Sirhcus, my single player Let's Play series. It seems like a lot of you like the resource pack, and I'm very glad. Now I did forget to put the download, or the link to the download in the description right away. It is in the description in episode 5 now, but I'm going to put it in the description. I'll probably put it in the description for all the episodes, but just so you know that it is down there if you missed it. It is down there in case you want to check it out and use it. Pretty fancy. So today what I want to work on is I want to continue working on the village a little bit, and mainly I want to start getting some things, some farms going. We need to start trading soon so I can start to get some better tools and some better resources. And so we're going to need stuff like sugarcane, maybe pumpkins. I don't know where I'm going to put pumpkins. I didn't think about that. But we can grow some wheat and carrots and potatoes. And it'd be good to get some cows going for food as well. So I was trying to think of how to grow sugarcane so that it looks nice. It's not just rows of sugarcane like in the village. I thought that it would stick out and be weird. So I got this over here on this side of the beach, and I like it. It's just like a little reed patch, obviously not grown up very much. I kind of realized after putting this down that it's a little bit too far away from the village if we're going to be spending time there. And so I was thinking of where else I could put one, and there's a nice spot back here where there's supposed to be a river going through there. Usually when rivers close off like this, I like to open them up, and I'm going to be doing that a lot throughout this world. This happens all too often. Like this is a river biome right here, technically, and there's supposed to be a river going through here, but this one is like, it's barely even, it's like Minecraft didn't even try to make a river here. It's like, nah, we're not going to do it. So instead, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a bunch of sand. Hopefully I have enough here. I guess if not, I can just go get some more. That's not really a big issue. I'm going to fill in a bunch of this. Also, I guess I could put like a layer of dirt or something so I'm not using so much sand. But that sounds lame. I'm the type of person who likes to just fill stuff in all the way. And I don't like hollow things. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. We're gonna fill this in, and then we're gonna put some sugarcane on top. Now, I also at the end of the last episode, I asked for some names for villages, and I got a few good suggestions that I like a lot. But I figured I should probably ask at the beginning of the episode because I kind of asked like way at the end. You know, people might have stopped watching or stopped paying attention. So if you have any suggestions for names for this village that we're working on, keep in mind that it's a very small settlement. It's nothing too extravagant. It's just a tiny village, a little group of people who are working together, farming together, logging together. There's really no specialized professions. And it's also the spawn village, and it's our first village. So if that gives you any name suggestions, or any inspiration for names, then yeah, I'd like to hear it. We're gonna have to have a lot of names for this world. I hope. I'd like to have lots of settlements and places, and even places that aren't like big settlements. Even if it's just like a house on like an interesting space, maybe the house has an interesting name. So I hope you guys are way more creative than I am, because I am terrible at coming up with names. And actually, I did get a suggestion from Alex Pope, who is a great commenter. He suggested kind of using your guys' names, your folks' names, as part of the names to kind of give tribute to you guys, I guess. Sort of like a replacement or an alternative to the hall of subscribers that I had in Underground. Just a way to honor you guys who are active on the videos and are watching the series. And that could definitely be an interesting thing to do. Okay, I got this whole area filled in, and now I'm starting to question why I did that. I should have left the water there, because now we're going to have to fill in the holes with water. And I think I want to... Let's make a shovel, or a couple of shovels. I think I want to replace all this grass with sand. So that's just a nice little like sand beach, sand, I don't know. Yep. Let's see, do that. Oh, and that's all of our sand. Now, well, we're gonna get some sand from digging this up. All right, so now what I wanna do is we're just gonna make some channels of water. I wanna make this seem like it's just kind of like a little wetlands area, kind of like a swamp, I guess, how they have very broken up land with lots of water, little pockets of water all around. And then that will allow us to plant lots of sugarcane in here. I'll do that and go like there. We want the sugarcane to be nice and dense, so we'll want to have lots of water everywhere. Not the most efficient placement of water, but that is quite alright. I don't care too much about that. I care more about looks. And it's going to get the job done no matter what. We just need some sugarcane to grow. Pretty simple. So let's do some right here maybe. I should probably replace that on the bottom with sand as well. Do that, and let's go here, there. Let's bring this water all the way back and just make a nice little reed patch all the way back to here. That might do us. We should probably have some water along this edge as well, because otherwise it looks weird. And maybe right here. All right, I think that'll do it. I feel like this line, it doesn't matter. That should be good enough. Yeah, we'll go with that. So let's place some water. The super fun part. This is why I should have just, I should have just placed the water or placed the sand in the pattern that I wanted, instead of filling this all up with sand and then having to go back and place the water. Silly Sirk. Alright, let's clean some of this up a bit. Can that be dirt, or should I put sand there? Let's put sand there. Maybe we'll bring up some sand along here. This is all really gonna get covered up with sugarcane, and you're not gonna see any of it, but still. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. Do that, and let's grab some more water for there. And I think I need water there. One thing I noticed with this water texture, it's kind of hard to tell when the water's running. You know, like right there, that's flowing that way. I'm not sure exactly why, but it's not very easy to tell. And I feel like before I altered the water, it was a little bit easier. So maybe I might need to fix something with that. All right, and then we can just go through and place a whole bunch of sugarcane, and it'll grow up nice and tall for us. And then we can harvest it and turn it into paper and sell it to our villager friends for emeralds, which we can then trade for wonderful things like tools and chest plates and books and redstone and lapis and many, many things. And there we go, our natural looking reed farm. I think that'll work. That'll work just fine. All right, so let's head to the village and get to work there. I started working on, or I got the roof figured out for the barn. So it should go pretty easy now. Now that I got that figured out, it's gonna be just like putting up all these other houses. I've got it kind of down pretty well, so I can do them pretty quickly. But yeah, we're gonna go with a nice rounded shape. You know, it's a barn. I felt like that was the best way to go. So, ooh, I just realized though that we're gonna have some flat spots up there that mobs could spawn. Okay, I might need to alter that a little bit then, but I can do that as I build this thing. So I'm gonna get to work and get this barn done. Well, what do you think? I think it looks like a barn, and I think it pretty much matches the style that we got going on here. I mean, obviously the same blocks. Oh, I just realized that there is something I didn't do on the inside. We need some stone and stone brick. Oh, is that all that I have? Ha, running low on stone again. That's not what I wanted to put in there. I want to put that in there. Someone suggested that we should go to an extreme hills and make a quarry, like an actual nice looking quarry. And I think that is going to be our next village once we get this done, which we're pretty close to being done. This is the last building, and then we gotta get the farms in, which I'm gonna do today, and then just some decorating, which we don't really need to finish before we move on to the next village, especially since I really want to get a nice place to get stone. So let's see. This is our barn. We got a loft up here. It's kind of different levels. The main reason I did that was because I liked these little cutouts where the roof were. So I wanted to have a walkway down here, but then I also wanted a walkway up here where we have these giant windows that I guess you bring in the hay or you throw out the hay to. I believe that's kind of the purpose of those. And then, yeah, giant doors there. And the roof, it's all right. It does have spawnable areas up there, right there, all the way across. Not very good. That's actually why I have these fences all around. That was the purpose of them. On the lighthouse was that I had those logs sticking up and I needed something to put on top to stop mob spawning. So that's the reason why we're using birch fences on these roofs, is because I used them on the lighthouse to put on top of the logs. But we can't, I don't want fences all the way across there. Unless we did maybe spruce fences, so it like blended in a bit more. But no, I don't think that would look good. I tried reshaping the roof so that it didn't work. But no matter what, I wanted to have at least a couple of slabs next to each other. And if you're going to do that, then one of them is going to be spawnable. So that stinks. It always sucks having spawnable areas in there. And you can't really light up a roof. But yeah, there we go. Inside. The ground's going to be all like dirt, so I'm just going to leave it as grass for now. That'll be fine. Oh, stone. We got some stone brick. Well, now I have some stone brick, and we got some stairs. This should be enough to finish this up, so that's good. Which means we should have enough stone. Should be the last bit of stone that I need, because all my paths are going to be very rough dirt and path blocks and such. So I don't really need any stone brick for that. So that's good. Don't need to go get more stone. Unless I need to make more tools. But there we go. All right. That's good. So let's get down here, and I'm going to have crops down here. I guess the first thing I should do is probably figure out where I want water. So the way I do that with these kind of amorphous shapes is I know I'm probably going to have a crop right there, or should I? Maybe I'll start the crops right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to want it right around here. And since this is pretty narrow, it doesn't really matter where we put it. So let's put it right here. And that will cover all of that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right on this layer is where we're going to want the next one. Now we might have some trouble here, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that might be a problem. We might want to move this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We might want to move this water here instead. So that will cover up 1, 2, 3, 4 up to here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So somewhere in here. And this one, we're going to have to probably have a couple more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that will go. That'll take care of all of that. So that's good. I'm going to need more water. And now that I look at this, I'm probably going to want a water source right about here. So we can move that one a little bit more to the center. As long as it's getting these outside corners, it shouldn't be a big deal. So if we put it like right here, that should be fine. And put that there, and then we'll get the water in on the other side. Yeah, it doesn't look terrible over there. It'd be really nice if it wasn't all the same height, but you can't really do that if you're going to be using it as a farm. One thing that I might do is maybe break up the shoreline a little bit more. So do something like that, maybe like that. And maybe put another sand here. That might look a little bit better. I think we need another sand out here as well. Oh, that's right. That's gonna break that. Maybe we'll put a water. You're just making this difficult, aren't you? Do that, and that, and then that, and that. So that, yeah, I think the broken up shoreline definitely adds to it. Makes it seem less like just a beach with the sugarcane growing on it and more like a little wetland, I guess. All right, so I went back to the island and harvested all my crops, got all my seeds and potatoes. So now we just need to hoe up this land here and get everything planted. And there we go. Now, these path blocks are really nice, very easy to make quick paths, but I think I'll probably need to do something different in here. They sort of blend in a little bit too much. Although, I mean, they contrast pretty well with the wet tilled soil, the hydrated soil. But still, the fact that they're like at the same level, I don't entirely like. Although now that I look at it, I don't know, maybe it would be all right. Also, all these big trees that I'm leaving up, you know, when I cleared out this forest, I left all the big trees because they're kind of nice and they're also a pain to chop down. I'm going to make them look a little bit better, and we can try and do some stuff here. Maybe put we'll do that. Put some logs down around here, and just sort of make the trunk a little bit bigger. I guess I don't know if that really makes it look a whole lot better. Feel like we need to make that trunk way bigger. Okay. I mean, I think that's better. Not amazing, but it's definitely better than just having a tiny little trunk. So now we can get to planting. I'm gonna do one side all wheat. And I feel like for balancing reasons, since the rest of the village is over there, we want this side to all be wheat because it's gonna feel a bit heavier. That's my logic behind it, just because it's all one thing. And then we'll do potatoes and carrots on that side. I'm not gonna do any beetroots because they're pointless. Oh, doesn't this just look so nice with the different colors? You can actually tell what these things are even though they're not fully grown. And they just look beautiful. Oh, that is fancy right there. Don't quite have enough seeds. I'm actually kind of surprised that I don't. So we'll have to build up our stock to do that. And then, I was thinking we have the wheat over here. And I like the idea of making the hay bales to cover up those water sources, which makes sense over here because we got the wheat. But it doesn't quite make sense over on the other side where we have potatoes and carrots. What I did on the island over there was I put trapdoors over those parts. But would that make sense to have, or would that look good, I guess, to have the hay bales on one side and then have trapdoors on the other? Also, I'm going to have to go through and... oh, shoot, I suppose I can't do that now with the crop there. I need to go through and replace all of these underneath the logs, because otherwise that looks not so good. What a gorgeous sunset. I'm out in the swamp waiting to see what phase of the moon we're getting. I don't see the moon yet. I'm very scared. This might be a very terrible night. Okay, the moon is fairly full. Not a full moon, looks like maybe quarter, a little over quarter. We're here to find some slime so I can make a couple of leads so we can get some cows into our village. Oh, we got a slime, yes. Haha. I'm surprised. Usually when I go hunting for slime, it's always during a new moon. It always works out that way. It has many times in the past, and it's very unfortunate. This is actually quite nice. Did we get 2 slime balls there? We got 1. I would like another one. Although you get 2 leads from one recipe, don't you? So I guess I wouldn't need another one. But I can spend a little time here. Well, there's another slime down there, heavily guarded. Let's try and get in and out. Oh, okay. I see the creeper. And there might be something attacking from behind. Let's just try and get these guys. I think I killed them both. Okay. All right. I think that's enough. I'm not going to push my luck. I don't want my death count to go up to 3. Aw, one of my cows died. So sad. I'm sure he got suffocated into a wall. Okay. So I'll have to go find another one, I suppose. I may have died in the process, but I got myself another cow. 3 deaths. It's very uneven terrain. I had to go quite a ways out beyond some extreme hills. And, yep, very dangerous. There you go. But we got our cows. I suppose I should put, hey, repopulation, you stay in here. I was just getting the XP. And then we can also go get some chickens into our little chicken coop. Chickens are so much easier, so much nicer. And pow! Unless, of course, they don't give me a chicken. Oh, there's one. And, ooh. There we go. Sweet. We got some animals. It's getting nighttime, which is kind of scary. It's kind of dark around here. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you have enjoyed another episode of the Sirhcus. Very excited. Next episode, we should be able to go start doing some trading with the villagers. Maybe get some iron tools and some lapis so we can start enchanting. Maybe some redstone so we can start making a couple of farms. But that's going to be it for today. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, peoples.